The most consequential, the most important game, the game that will determine which team will remain in the title race in the English Premier League this season is the game that Chelsea will host Arsenal at the Stamford Bridge. I'll explain in great details and analyze it for you to actually see why I said this is the most crucial game for this season. This is Niger Fans Valid. Please like, share, and follow. If you're good with your math, you must have heard the word determinant factor. The game that will determine who remains in this competition is the game that Chelsea will host Arsenal at the Stamford Bridge. First of all, I don't want to take anything away from Nottingham Forest. I want to give them credit for where they are. Being at number 3 on the league table is not easy. It's not by error. They actually deserve to be there because they are doing fantastically well. But however, my analysis today, my analysis today, I can't even speak English. My analysis today will be based on Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, and Arsenal. So looking at the table right now, you see that Liverpool is topping Arsenal and Chelsea with 7 points. That's because Chelsea and Arsenal, they both have 18 points. They are separated by goal difference. So what Liverpool would like, they would like to be ahead on the league table, not crowded. They want to have that gap. They want to maintain that huge difference between Chelsea and Arsenal. They all prefer to be on top of the league table with just Man City. So they don't want to be crowded, because if it's crowded and you lose the game at the weekend, that could end you at the 4th place or 3rd place on the league table. So, but if you're all the way up there and you lose the game, you go down to 2nd. If you win, they come back up. So that is what the league leaders will want. That is why I tell you that this game today is very crucial, because any team that loses the game will technically be out of the competition. So it is a must-win game for Arsenal. It's the must-win game for Arsenal. So now going into match day 11, is somebody I've told you that match day 11 game between Arsenal and Chelsea will determine how many teams remains in the game. Be like, wow, that's too early. But it's not too early this season. The competition is real. So going into the game, if Man City wins their game and Liverpool wins their game today, they will be 10 points and 9 points ahead of Arsenal and Chelsea. So if Chelsea and Arsenal are going to the game and they know fully well that we are 10 points behind Liverpool, we are 9 points behind Man City, there's so much pressure on both teams right now, because as Chelsea and Arsenal, you don't want that gap. You don't want Liverpool and Man City to run away. You want to close gap them. You want to be very close. You want to close the gap as much as you can. So going into that game, it is very crucial for both teams, because they'll be under so much pressure. For the fact that Chelsea is playing at home, you want to win your home game, because when you go to Emirates Stadium, you don't know. So as Chelsea, the pressure is to win their game at home, and believing that when they go away at the Emirates Stadium, they could either get a draw or get a win. But if you look at the Chelsea team, you give credit to Enzo Maresca, because if you look at where the position on Chelsea before and where Chelsea is right now contesting for the league, you'll be like, okay, you've done a good job, because you've only been here for this season and you have taken Chelsea to where Chelsea is right now. And credit to Chelsea, because Chelsea is scoring goals right now for fun. In fact, in the Conference League, they scored 8 goals, which I made a video about, and I said that was disrespectful. But I love watching Chelsea scoring goals. Then if you look at, I don't love Chelsea scoring goals, but I love to see teams scoring goals. Let me correct that. I don't want to lie. I don't love to see Chelsea scoring goals. Now let's go to Arsenal. As for Arsenal, Arsenal is under so much pressure, because Arsenal, they've performed well for the past 2 seasons, and people expected them to win it this season. Even last season, most people will say, okay, Arsenal are going to win. In fact, we know every season always Arsenal season. But this season, for the fact that Arsenal is the only team that chased Manchester City last season, people were hoping that this season Arsenal would now probably be where Liverpool is right now. And Arsenal have been having very tough start to the season. So Arteta have been here for 5 years, winning 2 trophies. If you recognize Community Shield as trophy, has won 2 trophies. So there's so much pressure on Arteta because of their away game performance. So they also want to come to Stamford Bridge and win. So if you want to win the league, you cannot lose at Stamford Bridge this season. You have to win at Stamford Bridge close the gap with Liverpool and Manchester City. So it is very crucial for Arsenal and Chelsea, and at the same time, the outcome of that result also crucial for Man City and Liverpool. And that is why I say it is the most consequential game, it's the most crucial game that will actually tell us the league. The league table will now be in a proper shape. We'll now know who and who is actually fighting for the league titles and who is fighting to remain in Champions League qualification stage. Like you want to be between fourth and fifth. You don't want to get out of there. So you just have to fight for Champions League. So this game will tell us who and who is going for the title and who is fighting for Champions League. That is why I said that this is the most consequential and most crucial game this season. Leave your comment below. Tell us who you think is going to come on top of these fixtures, either Arsenal or Chelsea. Thank you so much for watching.